And you know what I'm going to do? I think I'll take mine off so you guys can see the gold option as well. So here's what we're doing. Again, this is iconic. It's the one that everybody covets. It's the one that sells out constantly. And we do not have you on every month, unfortunately, because we can't.
No.
There's just not enough production for us. So here's what we're doing. You're getting your inlay shell pendant. If you do want the chain, we do have a great chain available. The pendant itself comes in at almost 2 inches. It is all sterling silver. And then once again, you've got your sterling silver with the 14 karat gold as an option. So you can't really see it on that shot because the light's glaring off of it. So I'm going to kind of hold it in my shot so you guys can really kind of walk through this. All right, you ready? Here we go.
Okay. Well,
right,
this is this is like the Discovery Channel.
So cool.
So this is actually the 71 million year old Ammonite fossil shell. Now, if you put them together, right? That's how they come.
They come like that.
They come like that. We slice them in half, and these are relative to the chamber nautilus. So those little chambers are actually little holes
So cool.
on the inside of the shell. And what we've done is we have hand inlaid Ammolite in each and every one of these chambers. This is wearable art. This is Natural History Museum. This is, you know, a signature part of the Kenneth Bradley brand. Even the bezels around the Ammonite shells to hold them are all custom made because they're all different sizes.
That's right. You've got to work with the shell, the nature's shell.
So when I talked to
wait, I'm sorry. Was that area where Ammolite was that underwater for a long time?
it was a 71 million year old seabed.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That's why you have the shell.
So it's an hour and a half north of the Montana Canadian border. That's where it is.
No
and
kidding.
all of that used to be an inland sea.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and as a matter of fact, this is we're straying a little bit, but you can find these ammonites with this big mosasaur, which was the thing in Jurassic Park that came out of the water, with big teeth marks, because they would bite on the ammonite.
No way.
They would bite on the ammonite. It was like a squid-like sort of sea creature would come out of the shell, and they would eat it. And we actually find, and these
you can see the teeth
Oh, yeah.
of the dinosaurs?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, I had
Absolutely.
chills on that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm geeking out on that one.
I know.
You never thought you'd have a moment on the air talking about dinosaurs
It's
associated.
crazy.
It is crazy. Okay.
Okay.
Couple things.
Bring me back.
I have two different. No, it's okay. I have two different graphics I need to show you.
Okay.
If you want the sterling silver version, this is $499.98. In fact, we marked the price down even further from before I went on the air, like 2 minutes before. It's got 5 flex. It's got 12-month VIP financing with your HSN card. That is $499.98. If you want, and how many do we have left in the silver? I'm sorry, Fran. We're good. Okay, we're in good shape with the silver. That's good news. Now the gold is the problem. We don't have a lot of these. Here's the graphics for the gold. There are 15 left. That's $529.98, and there's 15 of you who can get the gold. You know what's really interesting is how do you visualize? I know you can see it in your head, but I think it's interesting that the whole thing takes on a different look according to which metal you put against it.
Yeah, but Ammolite just goes with everything. So that's the thing. It's not a seasonal or a color. It's a lifestyle piece of jewelry. And I think that the more you can wear something, the more valuable it is. And you know, we're all busy, and so to have those pieces that you can just put on, and you know, it doesn't matter if it's jeans and a t-shirt, yoga pants, or something formal or to the office. It's all going to work. Now these take us a very long time to make, and they're almost a QVC exclusive because we just don't have enough to make. And so I would say that we won't probably see these maybe until next year. Really? Because they're just so, imagine the labor. Every single piece hand-laid, inlaid. Everyone has blue. And you know, the Ammonite is also in a lot of cultures that it's like the meaning of life. It's endless life.
Oh yeah,
right?
That's so
because
cool.
it spirals, and it's really extraordinary. The chains are fantastic. They are, like you said, one of our #1 sellers. If you're not familiar with Ammolite, you know, maybe go online and watch the Discovery Channel's documentary of Ammolite. It's called Birth of a Gemstone. You know, it was one of the proudest moments of my life when they knocked on our door and said, "We've heard about you. We want to do a documentary." And I was like, I've been knocking on doors saying, "Are you familiar with Ammolite?" They'd be like, "What the heck is that?"
Right.
And they didn't always say heck. and then to have the Discovery Channel come and say, like, this is something special.
You're right.
And then the American Museum says 2 things on permanent exhibition in the Grand Gallery, and one of them is the Ammonite.
That's so cool.
I mean, these are extraordinary.
I do want to explain. So I figured something out for everybody. If you want the sterling silver, it's just the pendant. So when you buy the sterling silver, you're getting the pendant with the bail. And the bail's a nice size. So if you've got any chains at home, you're good to go. If you're getting the gold version, you're getting the chain. And the chain is 18 inches with a 2-inch extender.
Right.
So if you're curious of why the price is a little bit different, it's because we've included, and all of this is precious metal. So imagine you're just getting a really nice chain, like what, 20-inch chain in silver and gold.
Well, and I like the idea because it could certainly be worn up on the décolleté, but I also like it kind of that boho chic sort of look where it's hanging down just to sort of above the navel.
Yeah.
You know, it's really cool. Jeans
it
and a
can.
t-shirt because it really can.
Yeah, because it's got enough oomph to it. It's
Yeah.
not, like a lot of times when you get, especially at this price point, it's amazing. Even in your line, the shell's going to be much smaller. There's a lot less of the Ammolite because think about how many pieces there. These could easily have gone into rings. These big pieces easily could have
yeah.
been a cuff bracelet. It could have been part of the tennis bracelet set. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so they use a lot of this incredible stone to be able to create these pieces. And that is what I love. Like most of the time you're going to be wearing it this way, but if you want to flip it around, by the way, it's very smooth how you finish
Yeah,
it.
no, for sure.
Can you imagine if you're just having one of those boho days?
It's a double-sided piece for
Just
sure.
show it all. I love
agree.
showing the shell side.
Yeah, and like a black
the
a
fossil
black
side.
top like yours, this would be beautiful. It would-
Super cool.
And you know, you don't wear this unless you're prepared for people to just stop you on the street, like total strangers. You know,
Right.
Excuse me, what is that?
Yeah, yeah. If you're wearing like
Yeah.
the actual shell, or is it
Yeah.
considered a shell?
No, it's a shell.
Yeah, it's a shell.
I mean,
'cause it's
so it's a shell that was fossilized. So technically, you'd call it a fossil.
fossil, but
Yeah.
originally it was
It was a
shell
shell.
with the creature
Yeah.
obviously inside it. Now the dinosaurs were snacking on.
Yes,
I got it right.
shown actually
have-
in Jurassic Park, the
That is-
movie. Yeah,
That is so
Yeah.
cool. Oh, I know that scene.
And the big one that comes out of the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the thing that would come in and bite the shell. The Ammonite would scoot out of the shell, and then they would.
They'd eat it.
They'd eat
Ah,
it.
isn't that amazing, guys? It's
know.
I love it. And that's why I
Who
think makes
knew?
this so fascinating. It adds to the allure of the story. It adds to the rarity of the story. This is by far one of the most unique jewelry pendants I've ever seen in my life. And I continue to be fascinated by it. And I know you are too. Again, the gold is most limited. Two things. The silver comes without the chain. The gold comes with the chain. So that's the difference. And the gold is almost gone. Now, if you want the silver chain, we actually have it available. And let me show you. It's really, really cool, actually. I love this. He did a slider on it. So you can go very, very long with the silver chain, or you can go very, very short if you'd like to. You can position it any way you want. Thank you for making this a nice, tight slide.
You're welcome. And every